to do that. A lot of times we often see seduction as a physical thing. It's often portrayed in the media as women in really sexy clothes, really sexy outfit. You know, it's all the has a lot to do with the body, with the physical traits, characteristics, and sometimes some women they go over the top with it and they get quite sleazy with that. But if you study anything about that seduction, it starts in the mind. And once you get a man hooked in his mind, hooked on something about you, you will find that he'll keep coming back for more. He'll come around. He'll want to stick around. He'll want to know a little bit more about what is it about her that is causing me to just I can't get her out of my mind, or she's driving me crazy. She's just on my mind. I think about her every day. So just one little quick tip, because it's a lot that we can go into with that. But one quick tip with that is that a lot of ways to increase a man's interest, or to get a man attraction to go through the roof with you, has a lot to do with the way you respond. You know, believe it or not, like a lot of women tend to think, you know, I don't want to play games, I'm not into games, and there's this whole thing about not being into games, and then they actually fail themselves, and they actually prevent the opportunity for them to get to know someone, get to know a special guy, because they think this whole dating thing is about games. But seduction has a lot to do with mystery. It has a lot to do with intrigue. It has a lot to do with patience. Has a lot to do. It's like a psychological art in itself. It has a lot to do with the things that increases attraction and that pulls somebody in. And so if you notice, think about leaders that are very charismatic, like people who just, you're so drawn to them. There's something about their character, something about the way they're responding, their personality, that actually pulls you in, pulls you towards them. And so it's the same exact thing when it comes to seducing a man. You've got to work on your body language, the way you respond, the way you portray yourself. It starts with that. Like, don't expect something for nothing, or that if you really want to get something, or if you really want results, then you're going to do whatever it takes to get those results. But the key is that you are doing it to feel like man. I feel like a woman, like an awesome woman. First, within yourself, you're doing it to feel that vivacious, magnetic, woman within. And then when you do that, when you build those things within you, then you are able to radiate those things outside of you and bring those things out. And that's what you want to do when it comes to the way you relate to men. Things like being playful, things like not necessarily agreeing with everything he's saying. Don't laugh at every one of his jokes. You know what I mean? Like, you could disagree with him sometimes. Just tell him, I think so and so, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, or I don't agree with A, B, C, D, E, F, G, kind of thing. Being playful, being a little bit, hard to get, not being like too available all the time. And the one of the biggest things I think that guys just go through the roof for is if you are the kind of woman who, it's like you can hate me or you can love me, but you're not bitchy about it. No, you are strong and you are confident and you portray that. So that, as well as having like a funny bone about you. If you can be very funny around men, they will find you, they'll be hooked in the mind with you, because when you have a sense of humor, it really portrays that you're comfortable in your own skin and that you have self-confidence. So I'll share quite a bit more with you about that in my upcoming videos, but for now, practice those things, and we'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye.